Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to share a true story based on my life. If I remember it correctly, I was in my first year of college. I was sleeping in my room with my brother and suddenly I awoke and felt if my whole body was completely frozen. I tried shouting with full lungs, but I wasn't able to make a sound. My brother was sleeping next to me and I made an attempt to awake him up, but my hands were paralyzed as if someone was forcefully pushing them down. I was in a state of panic, my heart was racing, and I was sweating profusely. During this horrible phase, I suddenly started choking and my breathing was compromised. It almost felt like someone was sitting on top of my chest and strangulating me to death. I was conscious and fully aware of my surroundings. The room was completely dark and the clock was sitting at about 2 o'clock. A small ray of light was coming inside the room through window from balcony. It was at that moment I realized a pitch black figure with humanoid features was standing at the very point where light was shining. My heart stopped at once and I sensed an incredible pressure in my chest. The figure was completely still and I was looking directly at it. I made an effort to shout and move my body, but to my surprise, my words were stuck in my mouth and I lost complete control of my body and paralyzed. Finally, I gathered all my strength and started making incomprehensible sounds, but the intensity of my sound was not high enough to awake my brother. Luckily, I was able to slightly move my leg and I immediately began hitting my brother with my leg. Fortunately, he felt that and awoke from his 100 years of slumber and noticed that I was making gibberish sounds. He turned on the lights and realized my eyes were wide open and I was not in a normal state. He called our parents and everyone rushed into my room. He grabbed me and tried to wake me up, and after a brief period, I was in my senses. I looked at my parents and my brother who was holding me. I was relieved that it was all a nightmare and I am perfectly fine. Just when I thought it's over, I looked at the corner and right there was standing the black figure. At that moment, I realized it was not a dream and everything was real. The lights were turned on, but I could still see him. I began crying and told everybody that there is someone standing there. But ev- everybody calmed me down, saying there is nobody there. I was able to see him for a period before he vanished into a gas cloud. This was the worst experience of my life, hands down. I searched about it everywhere and found out that my symptoms could be best described by a term called sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a condition where the body freezes in sleep and it can be associated with hallucinations, but it resolves when you wake up. But one thing I'm still curious about is why I was able to see that dark figure when I was awoke and the lights were turned on. It was right there for more than 10 minutes. To this day, I can't forget the sight of that anomaly. Was it an episode of paralysis or something evil? I still don't know. So that's all guys. Thank you for watching and kindly support my channel. I would really appreciate that.